My wife Sandra and I first moved here to Trinity in 1996. Sandra grew up Lutheran and I grew up Roman Catholic, so before kids, we kind of had our own ways of going about church, but it wasn't a cohesive one. But then we had our daughter Annie in 1999, and soon after that we were looking for a nursery school, and Trinity was high on that list, and the way to get into Trinity in that day was to become a parishioner, and then your name went high up on the list there. So let it be told that we became parishioners kind of for the nursery school. And then it just kind of took off. Our kids, our son Benjamin was born shortly thereafter, and the two of them grew lifelong friends at the nursery school and through through Sunday school here, youth groups, many surf and ski trips, many friends that they had along the way, many pageants. And then Sandra and I developed a lot of lifelong friends here at Trinity. We've been to many friends' houses and many dinners. And I think back now on a lot of memories that I've had here at Trinity. One of them that I remember very well that served us was on 9/11. My wife was working in the city at that time. She was pregnant with our son Benjamin, and I remember that Sunday coming to Trinity, extremely thankful for the blessings that our family endured. I'm always going to remember many of the special clergy and staff that our parish has been able to bring in to mentor our family. I'm always going to remember feeding at St. Luke's, to share the good news that we have here with other people. I'm going to remember many of the celebrations that we've shared in the parish hall together, and hopefully Friday night will be another one of those. I'm always going to remember the music here at Trinity, the angelic voices from the choir that we take for granted. It seems like every Sunday to just hear their beautiful voices. And then the amphitheater that we have here and so many of the concerts that I've seen throughout the years here. To be able to share this space with other people that come into Trinity that are not just parishioners and see their faces when they come into this amphitheater is just always amazing. I'm always going to remember the many baptisms of the young families and to see their faces and the excitement that they have to bring in their child into Christianity and the Episcopal Church and Trinity. I'm always going to remember the many friends that I've said goodbye to here at Trinity at their funeral services. What a beautiful place to have such a service. I'm going to remember the chapel. The chapel is a very special place for me to go and pray and to thank Christ for my many blessings and the many special friends that I've known throughout the years here. So as Sandra and I came to Trinity to bring our family to Christianity, my family has grown, and as they've grown, you wonder, have you done a decent job as a parent? And this year has been a little bit of a blessing for me that I'd like to share with you. My daughter Annie just finished up her, last year she finished up her freshman year at a university in Chicago, and I had the pleasure of driving her home. So it's just my daughter and myself in a car driving back from Chicago, and many of you who have had college students, that first year that they come back, they come back a little bit more independent, and I'm sharing that in the car, just her and I, and many of her new thoughts. And one of her thoughts that she came back to me very undefensively was she just made a comment that she's attending church every Sunday. And as a parent, I just kind of clicked that off my list that, I did that one too. I made that one happen. And that made me feel good. This year also, my son Benjamin came to me. He didn't ask me. He's 16 years old. He didn't ask me. He came to me and he told me that he's going to be on the vestry here at Trinity. He didn't ask my permission. It was something that he wanted to do. And as I'd been growing up and serving, Trinity in leadership, I'd always be wondering, am I spending enough time with my family? Am I spending too many time at meetings here? Am I spending too much time over here? Is it affecting the family in a negative way? And with my son choosing to serve on his own terms in the vestry, helped me validate that a little bit. So a lot of the experiences that I've had at Trinity have a much deeper meaning for me personally, because I've shared in some of the responsibilities in making a lot of things happen here. I feel that, when I've done this, it's helped partner with Christ to make this church a better place. And I just can't help but feel, when I drive down Pequot Avenue, I look at all the beautiful places and I look at the Pequot Library. I mean, to me, nothing shines to me more than Trinity Church. I just feel that Christ and I have had a little bit to say in this beautiful church that we have here. So my message to you today is to get involved in servant leadership to whatever your capacities are. The rewards that you will receive from our Lord will be eternal. So, thank you.